Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe, and the Carolina Panthers just snapped their 7-game losing streak by winning their final game of the regular season with a 33-14 win over the New Orleans Saints. Man, this game was looking pretty one-sided. You know, it was 23-0 at the half, and you could tell that the Saints, I'm not saying they just rolled over and let us have our way, but you could tell that it was definitely not all that the Saints have to give. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll end the season on a positive note with a lot of happiness and a smile on my face. Just want to go a few observations from today's game. But before I get into that big note to everybody that's watching this video right now, if you have not subscribed, please, I urge you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as well, hit the bell notification. If you're unsure how to do it, Google it, look it up, but there's also a bell that's on the site where you can subscribe. If you do that, as we have a lot of breaking news, which I feel like there's going to be a lot this upcoming season because there's so many moves to be that are likely to happen. If you subscribe, you'll get the email notification, be able to watch the video right away and stay up to date with myself and covering the Carolina Panthers and their news. So without further ado, I'm just going to go a few observations from today's game. First one being Kyle Allen starting in place of, so many quarterbacks they had, but you could just say, I guess, Cam Newton. Kyle did pretty good, man. His final stats on the day was 16 of 27, 228 yards. He accounted for 3 touchdowns in today's game. His passer rating was 111, and even got in a few runs. Rushed actually 5 times for 19 yards. Had a lot of poise. Threw some deep balls, which were great to see from the deep ball. Unfortunately, our line has been at points just kind of totally breaks down, let somebody smacks the quarterback, and he was knocked out of the game late. But hopefully, he said that he doesn't think there's anything serious where you have to be concerned about surgery or anything like that. Hopefully he comes out this game healthy and continue to have a positive career and future in the NFL. And the news getter, if you will, wasn't totally shocking, but it was just like another indication about the future, was Devin Funchess being inactive today. And, unfortunate, I say unfortunate because I like the guy. We didn't really miss a beat with Devin being out there. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, and even Ian Thomas, all looking very good in replacement roles. Ian Thomas in a replacement role for Greg, and DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel just looking good as, 1 and 2 wide receivers. See if I can quickly find his stats. DJ Moore, 4 for 81, averaged 20 yards. Curtis Samuels had 2 with that long 30, long 53, that touchdown. And then Ian Thomas, he was targeted 7 times, caught 5 for 61 yards. So those guys all look pretty good in helping Kyle Allen have a total of 268 yards. Now, I'm always honest about, my fan favorite of guys, just because I want my information I deliver to be truthful and honest. I'm a fan of Artis-Payne and have just wanted to see him more. I don't know how good the guy is. I just felt like, man, can we please see this guy that we keep having around? Like, if we're not going to use him, get him off the team and get another younger guy in there to develop. Artis-Payne, in my opinion, played his last game today as Carolina Panthers. He played, played solid, but didn't, in my opinion, play in a way that will lead him to having a bigger role or a future with this team. Cameron finished with, let me see if I can quickly find it, 16 rushes for 56 yards. His long was 15 yards, and he did have a touchdown. A lot of talk has been about Coach Rivera keeping his job, and I think the report is about 2 weeks old at this point. I could be wrong. That came out about him likely keeping his job, and I think if that's true, which all accounts seem like it has, even Rivera's body language has seemed to change since that report came out, which would indicate a little stress is off his back. But I have been critical of his coaching this season, but I want to say that he did a good job today. One thing that was really noticeable to me, I don't know if you guys follow a lot of the players online, but particularly on Instagram, it stuck out to me that a lot of players were doing posts that said, this season hasn't been good. I'm excited about today's game. Today's game means something. We're going to win this game. It's not over yet. End the season on a positive note. It seemed like a lot of players had that feeling. And when Kyle Allen was talking at his presser, he made mention of Coach Rivera I don't remember his exact words at this moment, but he mentioned Ron Rivera saying something last night that was encouraging and motivating for this team. So if he does return, I do feel like he may have had another moment like he did years ago when the Riverboat Ron was born. So maybe he just needed that kick, and he'll go on and do some positive things. So that is it for my report. Again, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and even more importantly, I work for you guys. I sincerely mean it. Leave your comments below. Sometimes I might not answer them that day, but I guarantee you, I'd say 90% of those comments, especially if you ask me a question, you're going to get a response from, or I'm going to go and seek to get an answer from a player or coach that you all have a question for. So here's a good ender. Looking forward to the 2019 season, right? You got to, because this season is over. So the schedule, not the schedule is set, but the opponents are set for the 2019 season. The Panthers will play Seattle, Los Angeles Rams, Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Washington at home, while traveling to Arizona, San Francisco, Houston, and Indianapolis, and Green Bay, along with your traditional NFC South opponents. So those are the opponents for next season. The exact schedule will come out many months from now, and of course I will let you all know that as soon as it comes out. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.